Let's now write the code to just print something simple on the LCD screen. So first of all, we're gonna use a define for each of the pin that we need. Okay, so define, I'm gonna put LCD, so we will need the RS pin, which is pin number A4, and then define LCD E pin, which is pin number A5. Then we need the pins from, so LCD D4 pin, which is 2, and we will need D4, D5, D6, and D7. So let's change that. 5, 6, 7, which are pin number 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so we have 6 pins that we need in our program. Then to initialize the LCD screen, we will need first to include the liquid crystal library, so liquidcrystal.h, like this with angle brackets. Then we can add, so not in the void setup, but in the global scope here, liquid crystal, let's name it LCD, and we are gonna initialize it by providing the different pins here in the order. So RS, and then E, and then D4, and then I'm gonna go to a new line here. Let's put D5, let's align this here, D6, and D7. So we have our LCD object, and now to finish with the initialization, in the void setup we do lcd.begin with 16 and 2. So we are gonna use 16 columns and 2 lines, which is basically what the screen has. And then, well, if you want to print something on the screen, you just do lcd.print, and let's say starting with ... Let's say we want to print that at the beginning. So let's make sure that the board is connected. Let's upload the code. I forgot here, so well, the error is here, but I forgot here a comma. Let's run again. Okay, and this is what you can see here. So maybe you will not have anything. It's because you need to move the potentiometer until you find, you can see here, until you find the correct angle for the potentiometer to correctly calibrate the screen. So here it looks good. Okay, we have starting correctly displayed. So make sure that for the first time you actually move the potentiometer so that you can see something. Once you see something, then we can go further. Okay, and now for example, if you want to clear the screen, let's say we do delay 2000, so we want to print for 2 seconds, and then we do lcd.clear. This is gonna print starting, and after 2 seconds it's gonna clear the entire screen. Let's upload this. So you can see starting, and after 2 seconds the text is gone. All right, so let's actually comment that. And one other thing is that you can actually play with the cursor. So by default, the cursor is gonna be at 0 and 0. So you can do lcd.set cursor, and by default is gonna be here 0 and 0. Here you can see you have 16 by 2. So if you put, for example, 3, that's gonna be on the 3rd column. If you put 1 here, that's gonna be on the 2nd line. Okay, so we start to count at 0. So you can go from 0 to 15 here and 0 to 1 here. And so here we're gonna print starting, but let's see where. So upload. And you can see we print starting on the 2nd line, starting from the 4th column, okay, because this is the 3 and 1, so that's 2nd line, 4th column. And so every time you want to change the cursor, you just do lcd set cursor, and then you start to print something, and that's gonna start to print from where the cursor is. Okay, so basically that's pretty much it. First you initialize the LCD, you do lcd.begin with 16 by 2, And then with set cursor, you can set a cursor to a different place. With print, you print some text. And LCD clear is very useful, so you can also clear the entire screen before you write something.